Right, just to give some perspective on my previous video. First of all, apologise for swearing. I know everyone does it on YouTube now, and you can even swear in your videos and monetize them, but I generally don't swear in public. And then didn't feel well last night and woke up with a migraine this morning. I think I've got the Rona. I think I'm going to self-isolate. So I'm getting up to get a cup of tea, right? Stay healthy, stay well. However, I did have a migraine. I've still got it now, actually. I couldn't see in this eye when I woke up this morning, and just had a massive headache over this eye, but it's not an extremely severe one. Severe migraines will take me out of the game of life for 2 or 3 days, so it's about 4 PM now and I'm up drinking tea, so it's not too bad. Good night's sleep tonight and I should be right as rain again tomorrow, or even better, an Indian summer. So the point of it was, it's so easy now in the current climate, and I'm not talking about climate change either. I'm talking about the political climate that seems to have descended on the world like a cloud of awakening. It's so easy to just buy into this stuff, so that the slightest little symptom you have, you're convinced you've got the coronavirus or worse. I think we need to put things in perspective here. Even on the government website, the symptoms state that they are headache, runny nose, persistent cough, fever, hot and cold chills, or I don't know, aches all over your body. See, I'm so my mind is so not tuned into this stuff that I find it hard to even recall what I've read on websites and things, even though I've got them on lock on my phone, so that if I get an argument on Facebook or a debate or a discussion even, I can pull up links to websites in like a matter of seconds and quote them, so that people don't argue with me about my opinion, because when I share an opinion, it's always based on fact. And government published statistics and articles and things. And even now, Facebook are censoring and deleting publicly available government advice on how to deal with the coronavirus. I got an account warning on Facebook. They said if I posted the link again, they said it was spam, and if I posted the link again, they were going to restrict my account for 30 days. And the link I shared was the government website's advice to coronavirus vaccine side effects, which included the ingredients for each one of the authorised vaccines. So Facebook deleted my comment and gave me an account warning just for sharing what's available to the public on a government website. Facebook technocracy trying to usurp government advice. Not that I think the government advice is very good, but where else do you find vaccine ingredients? If you knew what was in it, you probably wouldn't take it anyway. That's what I reckon. So anyway, getting back to the story, the whole point is you've got to stop buying into this stuff. You've got to stop every time you get a sniffle or a headache, or you had a curry, or you've got a hangover because you had a pint of wine, or the next day you've got goosebumps, or whatever it is, but you've got to stop buying into it. If you buy into it, you bow down to it. You'll go and get tested, You get tested with a test that's got a high false positive rate. You'll be convinced you've got coronavirus. You'll manifest the symptoms. You'll stay off work. Okay, people want to self-isolate, fair enough, but if people had the flu in the past, they used to stay home anyway. There's only very few brave people would soldier on through man flu. And I don't blame them either, but just taking time off work, bowing down and acting sick and going and getting tested for the slightest little symptoms is just, well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go and Google psychosomatics, because that's what's going on. You experience what you think you deserve and you manifest the symptoms of your beliefs. That's true in a positive way and in a negative way. If you believe you're going to do well, or if every time you got a sniffle, it's just a sniffle, it's not a cold, then it won't be that for you. You'll just get over it and get on with your life. And even if it was a coronavirus, right? No one's ever isolated the coronavirus. I'm not just saying that. If you Google online, you can find scientific papers saying they've isolated it. But they isolate the genome sequencing using the PCR test, which is the known flaky false positive PCR test. By the way, the USA are dropping the PCR test from the 31st of December because it's so unreliable that it can't distinguish between coronavirus and influenza or influenza-like illness. So the US are doing away with it, but in the UK we're still banging on about it. So yeah, manifest good things. Think positively. Don't just lie down. Right? Life is like a wild tiger. Right? You either get on its back and grab its ears and ride the life out of it, or you lay on the floor and let the tiger put its paws on your head. That's a brilliant metaphor. I've heard that for at least 2 decades, if not 3. Anyway, so the point was, stop manifesting negative things for yourself and manifest positive things. I'm not discriminating against anybody if they want to go and get vaccinated or not. It's their choice. But you should be aware of the risks and the side effects either way. So technically they can't call it a vaccine anyway, because it doesn't give you immunology. All it does is mitigates the symptoms so that when you get the virus you don't know you've got it and you go and give it to others anyway. Opposed to asymptomatic, on the other hand, which is where you've got no symptoms and you don't pass it on to others. So I don't really want to talk about the coronavirus on my YouTube, to be honest. It's all going on deep in my belief systems, how this is all going to be undone, and people who are buying into it are just falling for the charade, basically, and getting self-hypnotised by watching too much television and things. So like I said, get up, get on with your life, and don't worry about it. If you've got symptoms and you feel so bad you need to see a doctor or get treatment, that's up to you. But your mind and God and your life basically wants healing and happiness for you. Not basically, unequivocally wants health and happiness for you and wholeness for your mind. And when you're not experiencing anything other than health and happiness and wholeness and enlightenment and fulfillment, it's because you've compromised your belief system and you've accepted something that will bring you and manifest you something other than happiness. So, like I said in my previous video, without the swearing, stay safe, stay well, stay off the sick bed, and manifest a happy life. Just get on with your life. If you turn the television off and you turn Facebook off, you wouldn't even know there was a virus around, mate. And I'll challenge anyone to show me a paper, a peer-reviewed paper that shows that the virus has been isolated in a lab, in culture, using anything but the flaky PCR test. And I don't swear in public, but that's what I think of the PCR test. Right, that's my little video, guys. I'm going to rest my sore head and have a lovely weekend. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks very much for watching. Lots of love. Peace.